Hey everybody, it's me, Doug. I'm trying to get this laptop set up. Show you guys a little bit what I'm doing today. I'm still packing up books to send out to my backers. But what I'm having to do first is I've got these big boxes full of books. They were just thrown in there in a pile, no bubble wrap, no anything. So I'm sorting those, getting the best looking books out to send to my backers. I had a April Fool's Day sale yesterday, which is actually still running because they haven't taken it down. But for the price of one book, you can get two of the B grade books. And this right here is what I'm calling a B grade book. The corner right here has got a little bend in it. I mean, you can't hardly even see it. You can see it a little bit, like right there. See where it's white, and maybe right here on the corner. That's it. The book is perfect. Other than that, but instead of getting like a perfect one for $5, you get two of these for $5. And then I'm just doing $3 shipping on it. So for $8, you can get two copies of Lone Wolf shipped to you. You know, it's $8, way cheaper than everybody else. But yeah, I'm gonna go through and sort these. And then I've got to bag them and board them, which I'm running out of bags. I've got way more boards than I do bags. I ain't figured that out. Kind of weird. So hopefully I won't run out yet. Not really making any money. I know I said this a lot, but there's a lot of things that go into this. And I did pretty good estimating them out. But originally when I put in orders for like the boards and the bags, we only had so many orders. And it just keeps going. We've got over 250 backers, but there's like 270, 280 orders. But some of those backers came back and picked multiple different perks that they wanted. I'm sorry I sound kind of stuffy. I've been kind of sick for a while. It's kind of slowed me down on getting some of this done. So you might hear me cough a little bit or sniffle or something. I promise I'm not getting this all over your books. My hands are clean. I'm not be going I'm coughing on them or anything. But you know, it slowed me down just a little bit, but I'm getting it done. The book has continued to grow right from the start. Almost 300 of these things I've sent out. I've still got about 100 left. It was down quite a bit until I did the sale yesterday, and we had some more orders. And then some people just skipped those orders and went on and ordered regular perks when they got looking at those. So I'm thankful. I'm gonna leave the store open as long as people keep ordering them. But I'm a one man operation here. Every book gets touched by me. I have to pull it out and grade it, and then I have to bag it and board it, and then get it ready for orders. So I'm only doing them like one at a time. I started off. I just did the newsprint orders. If you ordered newsprint, I sent all the newsprint orders. So and then after that, I did all the single issue orders of this. So everybody who just ordered a single issue, I went through and got that, and I sent those out. I just did the T-shirt. If you ordered the book and the T-shirt, I sent those out, and then I did the newsprint. If you do like the retro modern package, where you get the newsprint book and one of these, I just sent those out. If you got the stickers and the pins, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Maybe that you might be toward the end of going out because I ordered some more stickers. I wasn't very happy with the size. Let me grab these and I'll show them to you. The pins came out great. The pins are awesome. And check those out. Lone Wolf. The stickers, they were quite a bit smaller than what I wanted. It was just me not paying attention. So I ordered some bigger stickers. So you'll get in your pin and sticker pack, I'll give you one of these awesome pins and a couple of Lone Wolf stickers. So you might be waiting a little while. They're ordered. I don't know when they'll get here. I don't want anybody to be disappointed, so I tried to make sure we got something a little bit cool. But I'll go ahead and start grading some of these books. Skinny's supposed to pop in here pretty soon. and then we'll chat about that kind of stuff. I do have, if there's anybody actually watching, I do have the chat pulled up here. Oh, we got Samoli there. Hey, bud. Hope you're doing good. I sent his stuff out. He's probably the last one to get his T-shirt because our good friend lives in Finland. And I appreciate you backing us, bud. That means a lot to me. You're a really cool dude. I really hope you enjoyed the comic and the T-shirt. Getting a little ahead of myself. Made that bag and board there. See, I got a great. See, like this, some people would send this. It's not bad, but I really just don't want anybody to be disappointed. I don't want anybody to get their book and go, oh, it's got a bent corner on it. I wish it was perfect. And maybe I'm being a little bit too ridiculous. I don't know. But I want y'all to be happy.
And we are LIVE live with Mr. Doug Garrett. Doug, how you doing today?
What's up, man? I'm doing great. How you doing today?
Well, I can't sleep.
I know how that is. I got off work this morning and I was like, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go home and go to bed.
Yeah, you know, I got done work at 7 a.m. I have a dentist appointment at 2 p.m. I tried to lie down at 8 o'clock. It's been like 3 or 4 hours. I can't sleep, bro. I'm just getting up and staying up. Fuck it, you know?
Yeah. I know how that is, man.
And then I saw you drop a link and I'm like, okay, well, that's how I can kill an hour.
Yeah, just jump in here and keep me some company.
Jump in, talk with Mr. Doug. Now, as I understand it, you are getting books ready for shipping.
That's right. I've done shipped out a ton, but it seems like, and I'm not complaining, but it seems like every time I get 20 shipped out, I have 20 new orders to fulfill.
So where are these orders coming from? Indiegogo or people contacting you directly?
Indiegogo.
Indiegogo. So this is like your in-demand store sort of thing?
Yeah, I left my store in demand. I figured as long as people want to buy the book, I'm going to leave it up.
Okay. And so obviously people are looking to buy the book because, you know, you're always fulfilling orders.
Yeah. I mean, you know, like I said, I can't really complain.
I'm going to be in and out of here, though, Doug, just so you know. I'm cooking breakfast right now.
That's all right, man. It's just, you know, it's awesome of you to stop by and chat for a few minutes.
Well, I'm going to tweet this. Come hang with me and Mr. Doug Garrett as we shoot the breeze right here. Boom. Throw a little linkage to Mr. Garrett's channel on the Twitter.
Yeah, on the sewage system of the internet there.
It's an amazing invention, this internet.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Because, I mean, nobody even close to me would want to be involved in making a comic book. But because of the internet, I've met people all over the world that's made this possible, you know?
Well, you know what? Let me go flip some bacon and we can talk about that.
Yeah. Well, this is probably not the most interesting stream, me just sitting here grading books anyways. So we got old Sam there in the chat. Oh, look, there's Skinny just popped up. What's up, Skinny?
Hey, guess what I'm wearing?
Woo! Awesome. I've been wearing mine too, man, because I ordered myself one because that's how hardcore I am.
Dude, I've had to stop myself from wearing this thing every day because I don't wear it out like my other t-shirts.
Dude, is that not like a comfortable shirt, though?
It is, man. I mean, I got an undershirt right now because I'm weird like that.
I do the same thing.
But yeah, very good fab. A heavy shirt too, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I didn't want to order thin ones because I don't know. I was talking earlier. You know, I've been really hard on grading these books because I don't want anybody to be disappointed.
Oh, well, yeah, I understand. No disappointment here, man. Like, I paid $25 for like a Zelda shirt one time. It's like the Scarface poster, but with Link instead. And it just had Link in red with the black and the white on the picture of Link. And dude, I swear that t-shirt was as thin as pantyhose. Like if I stretched it out, I could see my nipples through it.
Oh man.
Like it was no good. I was like, oh man, if only you'd used heavier fabric.
Yeah.
Your shirt's tits, man. It's banging.
Good. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, we got Samuli in the chat. He's waiting on his t-shirt right now.
Well, he can keep waiting because I stole his. I needed another one.
I still got some that need to go out.
I forgot I had all these windows open.
We'll
Yeah,
have to
I'm
do
just
another box of books here in a minute.
enjoying my bat coffee here.
I was going to fix me some coffee, but I just don't feel like drinking it.
I couldn't live in a world without coffee, man. That's why I consider like Demolition Man a horror film. Because a world without salt or Jello or coffee or even, toilet paper.
I got to have my caffeine. So if I get desperate, I'll drink coffee, but coffee's not my number one beverage.
Yeah.
Plus, coffee really gets me hyped up. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't like the energy drinks, man. I guess it's because I'm already bursting with energy, but I feel like I'm on cocaine when I do those. And it's not a good kind either. It's the kind where Skinny runs around screwing everything up very quickly.
That's funny. I don't feel like I'm on cocaine when I take energy drinks. I just feel normal. I think it's where I don't get enough sleep.
Possibly.
I don't know, man. I don't like sleeping all the time. I like to sleep maybe 4 or 5 hours at the most, and that's it.
Yeah, you need to work on that, Doug. You need more sleep than that.
Man, I don't like sleep.
Because what do they call it? There's a word for it, but I'm blanking on it. But it's the kind of sleep where you only sleep for 4 hours a night. Polyphasic sleeping, I think, is what it is. Somebody in the chat or whatever can Google it and tell me I'm wrong. I'd be okay with that. I think it is polyphasic sleeping, but I looked into it one time because I'm a time hoarder, man. Like I'm always trying to get more done in the day. So I heard about this. I was like, oh snap. But with that, you still got to take like maybe 2 to 3 20-minute naps during the day.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We got ourselves a Skinny.
Yeah. Hey, Larry. You doing all right, man?
I am good. I'm just having breakfast. I'm tired. I haven't slept yet since I've been home from work, and I got to do a dentist appointment where they pick and prod up my teeth,
Yeah, that's always fun. I mean, will you at least get a lolly?
Probably not, man. Probably not.
Oh, well, you should probably burn the place to the ground.
Well, it's bad enough I got to kind of like pay for this out of pocket. My insurance doesn't kick in yet for a couple of days, and I don't know how that's going to work.
Wait, you're saying you're Canadian and you're having issues with your insurance?
See, our Canadian Medicare doesn't cover dental.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Because the way everybody talks about it out here, it's all sunshines and rainbows, and it's the best thing ever. But I've heard lots of horror stories from guys who actually live out there.
Well, look, the way it works is like this. It covers going to see a doctor, and if you have to go to a hospital. If I break my arm, I don't got to pay for that, right? But if I go see the dentist, yeah, I got to pay for that. Or if I get eyeglasses, I got to pay for those. Now, I have insurance through my work that covers these things, but it doesn't kick in until April 4th, and we're April 2nd, and I have to go today because that's when the appointment was booked.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and see what kind of magic I can work, if any. But
well, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Now, because we do have free Medicare, we also have long wait times in the emergency room. When you make a doctor's appointment, it's weeks away before you get to see them. Why? Because everyone is using the system, right? Yeah. No one has to pay for it. So people are going to see the doctors for the littlest and stupidest things. They're tying up the emergency room for things that they can look after that aren't like an emergency.
That's what they did down here with ambulances until they started charging people for trips too. Like that's actually why they started charging people for trips, because they would call certain people would call the ambulance over just the tiniest little thing, like, "Oh my God, my girl has a fever." Well, your girl's 19 years old and she seems fine. I don't know why you're calling an ambulance for that.
No, it does suck for the people that can't afford it that really need it.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
You know, there's, you know,
you're always going to have people that abuse the system.
Yeah, because of those people. I had to drive my wife to the hospital with a lead foot one time. I think I was doing 120 down the interstate.
Is that all?
Well, yeah. Luckily I didn't get pulled over, but had I gotten pulled over, I bet you 5 cop cars would have pulled up for one little skinny guy.
Yeah, and they would have threw you under the jail, as they say.
Yeah, well, at least for my sake, it's pretty easy. All they gotta do is slip me through one of the cracks. I ain't gotta dig any holes.
That's funny.
So, Mr. Doug, let's have a look at one of these books. I'm just trying to pull up the window here. I'm gonna click on you. I got you white box, and I hold it up to the camera, man.
Let me present myself real quick here. If I can remember how to do this,
You just click on your box, man.
I'm a boomer. I'm not a boomer, but I might as well be. There we go.
You're a boomer, Doug. Don't worry.
There we go. Lone Wolf #1.
Damn.
Green Egg Ham.
Gravestone Press.
As Phil Collins would say. Yeah, but
Peanut butter.
So here's some questions for you, Mr. Garrett. Who is the artist?
the artist is Mr. Jeff Lashley. He actually lives here in Tennessee, where I do, like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours away. But we've never met, so I don't know what Jeff even looks like. I always tell people that I think he looks like, I think Mad Dog, he just looked in a mirror and drew himself. And the letterer and the guy who helped me with edits is Mr. David A.J. Burner. He's been around. I met him in a Facebook group that Skinny had added me to. And he's really helped me out a lot with this book. He's a really good guy. He actually has a couple of graphic novels that he has written. I need to throw the links up to those sometime. But he's a really good writer, and he really helped me a lot with my first book. And then the colors are by Eugene Beteview. I can't always say his name. You know, this is a team that's from all over the world. With the power of the internet, we've been able to accomplish this. It's mentioned a few minutes ago to Larry there how, you know, if I was just going out 10, 15 years ago trying to look for somebody to help me make a comic book in this little tiny area I live in, it would never happen. But because of the internet, I just throw an idea out there, and I've met a whole team of guys who want to do the same thing I do, and it's awesome.
It is awesome, man. You've been spreading that love too, man.
Well,
You've been using whatever connections you get to help out other guys too, like me.
that's because dude, I know what it's like. To have these ideas and these dreams that you want to do, and I know what it's like for nobody to really give a crap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if I can help somebody, just do half of what I've got to do, man. I think I should. I think that's a good way to give back. If you're lucky enough to get to do something that you love, you got to help somebody else. I've got so many of these, what I'm calling my B grade books. It's not even funny.
Oh, so you had a lot more than that first stack.
they're not bad. They're really not bad. I wouldn't care to take them to shops or even to a con or whatever and sell them. They're not bad, but I want my backers to get the absolute best, you know. So I'm not upset with these. They're not that bad.
Yeah, like the ones you sent me too, the B grade books, and I really can't tell.
Yeah, that's just me.
Maybe I'm just being an idiot, but I'm like, what was wrong with these books?
It's just me being extra picky. Is all it is. I sent some to some other guys too, and they didn't notice either. And I was like, "Well, that's good."
Yeah, because I was like expecting like, you know, a broken spine, maybe a staple sticking out, something.
Yeah, I've not had any that bad. All these is just like the corners aren't perfect or something. You know, nothing really terrible.
Yeah, I can't wait to give those to my nephews. So I think they're going to enjoy it.
I hope they do. That's one reason I like some guys that you know, there's been random people on Twitter and whatnot just share my stuff all the time. I'm not asking them to do anything. They've just been really cool and they like sharing stuff. So I make sure to send them extra copies. I'm like, here's extra copies. You know, you do with them whatever you will. Because if they're willing to share my stuff that much on the internet, I know that they'll take the books and, you know, share them with somebody. Maybe they know somebody that would dig it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the other book because I'm not going to give one to each of the nephews, because they're brothers. So there's really no point.
Yeah. Just something less from the. Just give them that one so they can fight over it.
I might give the other one to my LCS owner, most likely. He'll give me another discount on my pool box too, so that would be cool.
Well, I ought to have you talk to him and see if he wants a box of them. And I'm gonna just send him a box, and if he can sell them, we'll work out something that way. And if he can't, then whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's a really cool guy. He had a guy who was selling vinyl stickers, and I loved this guy, even though he doesn't do it anymore for whatever reasons. I guess it turns out he was a flake. But he was giving Steve a bunch of vinyl stickers to sell in the shop, and what it was is Steve would charge how much ever, you know, the guy said for him, take out a small cut, and then give the rest to, you know, the guy.
Yeah.
Or sometimes he wouldn't even take a cut. Like when he had me come in to do a signing, I was like, do I need to give you a cut of what I make up today, or how does this work? I'm not sure on signing etiquette, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, you're good, man. Just, you know, have fun. And while we were kind of bored because, you know, during certain parts of the day, the shop was empty, but we stayed anyways. But my wife would start to trying to sell people on his dollar bin sale where he had 10-cent comics. And
Dude,
she was,
I'd be in trouble.
yeah.
Went to a place and there was 10-cent comics.
Oh, dude, it's happened to me. Like one time I accidentally like quote unquote stole like about 180 books from Steve. What happened was he had a huge sale on his dollar bin. He's got an enormous dollar bin, but it was like 10-cent books or whatever. Well, not 10 cent. I think at the time it was like 25, but still for $4 wasn't bad. So
Yeah.
So like I'm sitting there, I'm like picking out books like crazy and counting. I got like this fat stack of like 200 books, but Steve would kept coming over there and talking to me while I was trying to keep count on what I had. And that messed up my counts. And then I lost my place because he started going on some tangent about Seth MacFarlane. A good tangent though, mind you.
Yeah.
But and then I ended up coming home and then I counted all the books I had. I had like 300 books. I'm like, holy crap. I got a lot more books than what I paid them for. So I ended up like immediately calling him up. I'm like, hey man, I miscounted. This is what I actually got. I'll get you when I get next time I'm in the shop. And he was like, no, don't worry about it. I was like,
That's
man,
all.
just for letting me know, just consider it on the house, man. He's like, I know you wouldn't do that.
That's really cool.
But
go ahead.
He even paid Aubrey a commission for getting like 2 or 3 people to buy $1's worth of books from his bin when I
Oh,
was doing the
awesome.
signing, which was funny. You just give her a quarter.
I know they're not worth a lot, but you know, like the '90s Wolverine run.
Yeah.
I collect. Well, actually, you know, it started there in '88, '89, something like that. I've got like #1. I need to finish out that collection. That's like that and '90s Ghost Rider are the only books I actively collect.
Dude,
Everything else I just get in trade paperback for.
I found the entire run saved for one issue of Atari Force in
You
the
were still
dollar bin. And it's a cool book, and it's an interesting thing to have because it was a license to DC from Atari, which was kind of cool. But you would think they'd be like running around like throwing video game consoles at people or something like that. But no, it's actually kind of like an X-Man-ish kind of story.
That's cool.
So
I never would have thought there would have been an Atari Force comic book.
yeah, I about pooped myself when I saw that. I'm like, I'm getting these. Actually, that's the day of the signing because I had all day, so I started digging through the dollar bins.
That's funny. I probably would have got it too. Anything like that, I don't know. I always like weird stuff. I like stuff that's really different and stuff that doesn't really sell. I don't know why. I always feel like I'm looking for like some kind of hidden gem or like there's something out there I know that's great, but nobody's really caught on to it.
I guess I gotta go look for it. But I also got because while we were at the shop, my shop has books on the wall too. But he's got them in those just plastic sleeves like you would put in a binder, just all over the wall, so they're not damaged or anything. He just trades them out every once in a while.
Yeah.
But my wife saw like an issue of what was it, Shattered Dimension or something like that. But it's a Power Rangers book that had the hollow foil on it, so like half the cover was just nothing but sparkles. And we ended up picking that up, and I actually read the book, and the book was actually really good, man. I'm like, whoa, Power Rangers is actually cool. So I used to watch them when I was a kid, but
I've heard from people that the comics are good. Did I tell you what I started reading that I didn't think was going to be that good? The IDW Transformers stuff.
Yeah.
I started reading that, and that stuff is awesome. It really blew my mind how good it was. I'm like, why aren't there more people talking about these books?
Because not everybody's a robot, Doug.
Well, yeah, that's true. I am Optimus Prime, so obviously I gravitate towards robots. I've got to do 15 of these, Skinny.
How close are you to being done? I gotta ask.
Well, I was telling Larry, it's like every time I get so many knocked out, I get a bunch of new orders. I'm around 100 now. I had a bunch of new orders yesterday, and the day before it, I was like down around 79, 80, but I'm back up to about 100 books to send out now, or 100 packages, not books.
Oh, I just got my Kickstarter funds deposited.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, it's a mixed bag for me. See, here's the thing, guys. I had 4 failed backers, meaning people who for whatever reason or another, their pledges didn't go through. Yeah. And then plus you have to look at the Kickstarter fees. Yeah. So when we raised apparently $37.89 Canadian, after it's all said and done, after the fees and after the failed backers, it turns out to be $3,000, $3,071. Yeah. So I got $3,000 basically to work with.
Well, the same thing happened. Well, you get your money as it goes through Indiegogo. But one of my stretch goals early on was at $4,000. We're getting really good colors. Well, I started paying for colors around what, Skinny, like 42 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I might have hit $4,000 now. We're at like almost $4,600. But with fees, credit card fees, and Indiegogo fees, technically I didn't make enough money to pay for the colorist. So it is what it is, you know. But that next time I was telling Skinny, that's kind of one thing that hurt me real bad is I didn't account for the credit card fees or the Indiegogo fees. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a chunk out of there, but you know those little decimal places add up when you start getting into thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. Like,
well, with the anthology, we start working on that. I'm going to look up. You know, we'll set a stretch goal to hit. You know, he's talking about wanting to do like a hardback book. We'll set a stretch goal for that, but I'm pretty much going to try to keep that book down to just printing cost and shipping cost and figure all that crap up early on so we don't have to worry about being short on that.
oh yeah.
Especially since nobody's really going to make any money off of it.
No, it's true. Hard fact, people. You're not going to get rich doing this. Not everyone can do 6 figures.
Well, you can if you've been around for 30 years and you have 100,000 YouTube followers. But
like I said, not everyone can do it. Most of us start very much from the ground level, and we have to claw and work our way up to the top, you know.
And that's how you know that somebody really loves doing it, is that they're putting in the work. You think I would do all this crap if I didn't, you know, love having my own comic book out there? To me, this right here, it's pretty amazing to have it in my hands. But being able to send this to you, Larry, or to Skinny, and have you guys open it and read it and go, "Hey, Doug Garrett made this." To me, that is the greatest part of it. Money, I mean, it'd be nice to make a lot of money doing it, but just the feeling of knowing, hey, I made this book and people are reading it. That's what it's all about.
I hear you, brother. I go through it every time I put out an issue.
That's how you know Larry loves it, because he keeps doing it.
Well, it's also in the hopes that someday, somewhere, somehow,
it'll pay off.
You know,
it will, man. It will.
Now, you know,
like I saw where you posted some early drawings of your character.
Oh, you seen that, huh?
Yeah, dude. I enjoyed that because he was like, "This is where I started from," and you can go through and look at all your books and everything now. And
I mean, I never did the art in any of the books, right? I'm just the writer.
Yeah, well, I know, but it just shows how far that you've took your creation and your dream there.
Well, I was told I couldn't do it. I was told that I would never get it done. I was laughed out of the room when I brought up the idea.
Yeah.
It lit a fire under my ass, and you know, it's still burning to this day.
Well, you know what's awesome is I had some friends, and you know, I talk to them all the time. We go out and hang out and everything, and I told them, I said, I want to make a comic book. And you know, they both. I didn't go to college. We're pretty poor people. Not got anything extravagant around here. I didn't have money to go to college. Didn't go to college. I've got a couple of friends, and they both went to college, English majors, and all this crap. I told them I want to write a comic book and ask them to help me. And they're like, okay, cool. I sent them the script, and neither one of them could be bothered to read the whole thing. And it was just a complete downer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, I found people like Skinny.
Yeah, I like books. I like Tupperware.
It's not a bloody Tupperware party.
We met through a random Facebook group, and Skinny has supported me and been behind me like 100% since the first time we ever talked to each other.
That's the way it is, bro. Make friends, not weirdos on Twitter.
I'm sorry, I better leave. I'm a weirdo.
Well, you're in a good place. I'm pretty sure that me and Skinny are weird too.
Well, I guess it's kind of like frogs in a way. You know, you got the crazy weirdo venomous ones that'll kill you with a touch. And then you got the chill bullfrogs. You're a bullfrog, Larry. You're chill. You just hang out on the porch, have a good day. You drink a little bit of that beer that I spilled earlier. You have a little bullfrog party.
Yeah. Way she goes.
Way she goes.
goes, Bubbles.
I was supposed to be counting these as I was doing it.
That was Sam's job.
7, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 of them done. Just like 4 more of those. Yeah, I feel bad. Some people like ordered multiple perks, and they'll get their first one and be like, "Hey, I ordered this other stuff. When is it supposed to be here?" I'm like, "It'll get there whenever I get it packed up and sent out."
Yeah. Yeah, because you're sending it as you're getting the stuff. Because you sent me the newsprint, and then later is when I got the actual perk that I originally bought.
Yeah. What's funny is like the T-shirts have been here longer than anything else, and I just recently got around to sending out the T-shirt orders.
I love this one, man. It's awesome.
As we talk, I'm placing an order for my metal prints and my T-shirts, and I got to figure out which T-shirt I want to order for myself.
I made sure to order me a T-shirt, and I ordered Dave and Jeff one. And
now, where do you get your shirts made? Because maybe it's a better deal.
Well, I got them made through. I don't know if it'd be a better deal for you or not because it's not in Canada.
Right.
But Allied Shirts, it's really, really easy to use. But I just design my design on Photoshop and pick out the quality of shirt I want, and
Way she goes.
yeah, it's easy, man. And those last T-shirts, I did it with my band shirts before, and Skinny's got one of those. I've just picked out a normal shirt on them, and those shirts are okay.
Yeah, the band shirts aren't bad at all.
No, but the actual Lone Wolf T-shirts, I went to the top line shirts, and I think they're a lot nicer. But what's funny is I could have made quite a bit of money if I'd have cheaped out on everything. I could have got a book with low quality paper. The paper on this right here, man, it's got a really nice thick cover, really nice paper on the inside. I could have went cheap, delivered a cheap floppy book, delivered some cheap T-shirts and everything. But I didn't do that.
That's what I liked about Doug to Naples' book too.
Yeah,
because he really ended up putting out an outstanding product overall.
I wish I could show you my bookshelf. It's down. I'm currently in the process of moving, so I'm doing all this stuff and trying to move my stuff. But of course, I'm moving from right here to about 20 feet that way, where there's another house. But I've got a bookshelf, and it's just got a ton of graphic novels, and I've got a whole little corner that's nothing but Doug to Naples stuff now.
Yeah, I remember giving one of my nephews Tommy's Horse Rex way back in the day.
Yeah, I got Ghostopolis a while back off of eBay really cheap. One of his Scholastic books. And I've been meaning to read it because I really think my nephew would like it, but I still wanted to read it first,
Yeah.
So I'm not giving that to him. Have you ever read Creature Tech, Skinny?
Yeah, that one was solid, man.
Oh, dude, I picked it up cheap because the book I got's absolutely wore out.
I really liked Gear, but honestly, I loved his cartoons more. Like when he was doing the cat scratch thing.
Yeah, see, I never did watch that.
That was actually a really funny cartoon, man. I still enjoy it.
That was an era in time where I think when I was a kid, we used to live. There's a town about 30 minutes from here called Jamestown. We used to live there, and when I was about sixth grade, we moved down here in this area. And for years, we didn't have TV or cartoons. The only thing we watched was whatever my grandpa would, he would pop a VHS tape in at night.
Yeah.
And whatever he taped for us off Cartoon Network's what we watched. So I missed out on a lot of stuff then, like that cartoon and some other stuff a lot of people watched.
Yeah, I went through a period with like nothing. Like watching Judge Judy was like my go-to for the day.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd do if I just sit and watch Judge Judy all day.
You learn to live with it. You're like, well, this is the only good thing on.
Yeah, well, we had PBS for years, so I grew up on watching Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers well into years when, a normal person wouldn't watch it.
Oh, yeah, like Author. They had Wishbone for a while there. That was one I got into.
Wishbone is awesome.
And I think those were Nickelodeon.
I actually made an extra copy of these. So I'm going to set this aside.
Was Rupert on PBS, or am I thinking that Junior, that one was on? About the white bear and the red sweater.
That I don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, Sam says Bigfoot Bill is going to be one of the flagship books. I say, no, sir. It is the flagship book.
Like, when that book comes out, it's going to completely redefine independent books, I believe. I wouldn't be surprised if Image doesn't try to get him to re-release it with him.
Yeah, I think he had a yellow scarf. Or I think he had yellow pants. Sorry, Michael was saying in the chat about the Rupert thing.
I don't remember that.
I'll look it up on Google real quick. It may have been a Nick Jr. thing.
Talking to the t-shirt guy right now.
I need to look into making some banners and stuff like that. I'm going to start trying to go to some cons and take my book. There was a local one that I missed out on. Because I'd been sick and I didn't pay attention to the emails, and I let the tables get sold out, so I missed out on that. But from what I heard, it wasn't really much of a comic book thing. It was mostly a bunch of weird cosplayers and people selling a bunch of weird junk instead of actual comic books or anything.
Okay, it was a Nickelodeon thing. My bad, Doug. That's why you don't recognize it. But apparently it was like a Canadian thing. I don't know.
I know Nickelodeon did play quite a few Canadian things back when I was a little tiny kid.
But yeah, Rupert was awesome, man.
Did you ever watch Maya the Bee?
No.
That was Nickelodeon way back in the day. What about the Elephant Show? Skidamarinky dinky dink, skidamarinky doo. Remember that song?
Oh, I remember.
Vaguely.
I'm old. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole.
See, like I get fuzzy on certain ones, but like others stand out, like Lamb Chop.
Oh, I remember Lamb Chop. But like the Elephant Show, if you'd have been around, you'd have remembered it because back when I was a kid, it was the biggest thing ever. And all it was a bunch of weird people running around and obviously it was a man inside of just a stuffed elephant.
It's ma'am.
It's ma'am.
Okay, it's ma'am, not sir.
It's an elephant, ma'am.
Excuse me, sir. Just calm down.
Hey, Skinny, did you ever see your stickers that I sent you that look like these?
Yes, I saw those. I looked at them. I believe my wife already put one on the car.
Awesome. I only sent them to a few people.
So who do we got in your chat, man?
Oh, Michael's actually the artist working on the anthology short we're doing for Doug.
One, advice for YouTube is always read your chat.
Oh, I've been reading it.
No, out loud.
Oh.
Because your viewers want to hear their name. They want to hear that you're reading their statements. They want to converse with you and interact with you. So, for instance, we have Michael in the chat, and he says, "And the yellow scarf, question mark." That is right. Sharon, Lois, and Bram, you are correct, sir. We have Samuli that says, "It's a beautiful day over here. Really a good feeling. Even better now with this stream. David has done a solid dude, is a solid dude. He's done a lot. Bigfoot Bill is going to be one of the flagship books." And I tend to agree because I saw what the book actually looks like. I got to see the final production.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy looking, isn't it?
It is. Samuel also says it's been 6 years since his last doctor's checkup. He might have to consider getting another. Get yourself looked after, man.
I've only been to the doctor one time in the last 15 years.
But
well,
Sam,
some people are
well, Sam's a healthy guy, man. He's been drinking, all the electrolytes and the green milk and all the good healthy stuff. Sam don't need no doctor.
What plants need. Oh, it's what plants crave. Excuse me.
People are scared to go to the doctor because they're afraid of the answers that they're going to get.
Well, I'm a machine, so I don't need no doctors.
Yeah, that's what you say until you need one.
Yeah.
My father avoided the doctor for years just because, it was the old school thing to do. And, it cost him his life, man.
Yeah, same here, man. That's why I told you, Doug. I was like, you need to go if you're still sick.
I'm good now. All I got is stuffy nose. Finally over that crap. And I honestly think this is from I've been going down there and cleaning that house out. And as soon as I walk in, like there's so much dust where there's not been anybody in it in a while, I just start coughing and sneezing. So I'm gonna have to do something to get all that dust out of there.
Well, yeah.
All I got to do to get better is take some medicine and sleep, like some NyQuil or something. Sleep it off, and usually I'm fine.
Oh, and Doug, off subject, but I am going to try to letter the story myself.
Are you?
I'm going to try. If I'm bad at it, I'm going to get somebody who knows what they're doing. But I'm at least going to try. I mean, it can't be that difficult.
It's an art form. I did issues 2 and 3 of Niobe, and I can tell you, issue 4, I hired a professional. Not that I thought it looked bad. It's just that when you see a pro do it, they do it just so much better. They make the bubbles look right. The arrows that come from the mouth to the bubble, they don't look awkward or weird. They know how to position them so it doesn't cover up any important pieces of art. Lettering is difficult. Give it a try. I'm not, saying don't do it. But what I'm saying is use something that's practiced. Don't do it on your comic until you are sure that you're good at it.
Yeah.
But you know what? You might be naturally talented at it too. I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like, if it's easy for me to pick up on and it looks pretty decent, and I'm going to do it.
But everyone thinks it's easy until they try it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's like what they don't get. The whole making a comic book is not easy. People don't realize how many moving parts there are just to make wood.
Well, what I find funny is that people try to letter the book themselves because they're trying to save on production costs. When they fail to realize that lettering is one of the cheapest things you can have done for your comic. Like the guy that letters Niobe, it's $10 a page, and he works for Action Lab Comics, which does Zombie Tramp, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only $10 a page. I mean, that's a very small investment to make sure the lettering doesn't fuck up your book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also want to learn to do more than just write. Like, I feel very helpless just being a writer.
Let me tell you, if you want to like be overwhelmed with tons of stuff to do your own campaign.
I think we weirded out Samueli. He says this is weird that we don't have to read out what they're saying. No, you don't have to. It's just a thing I like to do. You know, I couldn't. You know, if I'm watching a stream and they don't acknowledge that I'm in the stream and they don't read anything I have to say, I'm just assuming I'm being ignored and I fucking leave the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on a lot of streams I just listen to for the, you know, I'm not very active in a lot of chats. It depends on what they're talking about. Of course, I'm different. I don't like being the center of attention or anything. So I'd rather people just not even pay attention. I've typed stuff in chats, talking to somebody in chats, and it's got read before, and then it kind of embarrassed me.
That is funny. Only Optimus Prime would have those problems.
Yeah, I'm weird.
I haven't read Zombie Shrimp, no, but I'm sure Larry has, Michael.
Zombie Tramp's hilarious.
I've heard of it before.
I want to read it, but I'm on a very strict comic budget.
Rated by the master, Dan Mendoza. Here's the thing, you know, what I find funny about dealing with this community sometimes is that people don't know anything about other comics other than what's in this little bubble, right? Like other than what they see on Indiegogo. And it's so fucked up to me to see it that way because you know, there are other great comic books by Boom Studios, by Action Lab, by Antarctic Press, you know, by Alterna. Now, most of us know Alterna because, you know, Peter Simoni's been in these circles. But, you know, Valiant, Dark Horse, Aftershock Comics, you know, and then there's lots of, you know, even smaller indies than that, you know what I mean? That people just have no clue about because they're just stuck on this one-way highway and all it points to is Indiegogo.
Yeah.
So they only know Comicsgate books, you know, and it's weird. You know, I talk about Zombie Tramp like everyone should fucking know who Dan Mendoza is. I mean, the guy does variant covers for Lady Death, and people fucking scratch their heads and go, "What's Lady Death?" And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I mean, it's hard to find out about a lot of indie books, though. It's just kind of weird.
Well, it's not even indie books. I mean, Zombie Tramp is Action Lab Comics. They're published. They're in Diamond Magazine. You can go to your comic shop and pick them up. You know what I mean? Like,
see, like I don't have a comic shop, so I don't know what's going on, even like in mainstream comics, really.
well, but the same with all the internet. You can just look up what's coming out this week, and it's going to show you everything.
Yeah,
but why look it up if you can't buy it?
Exactly.
You can order things online, guys. Like you said, this is the age of the internet, you know.
It is, but shipping, man, shipping is awful when it actually works out cheaper for me to drive an hour and a half to somewhere and pick it up. But the only thing is usually by the time I drive somewhere, they don't have anything I want. So I just don't, and there's really, like, I need to start looking into more, like, just random stuff like you're talking about. One thing that's really helped me lately, though, is Comixology. I've got the Unlimited app, and it's actually opened my eyes to a lot of books out there that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, I'm liking the digital thing, too. I don't do digitals, but I like them because it does expand the audience.
Well, see, I don't like to buy digitals either, but I like to do the unlimited thing. So I can see if there's a book I want to get into. If I want to get into it, I know, hey, next time I go somewhere, I'm going to pick this up.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate buying digital comics. In all honesty, I did not want to offer a loan with digital either. But I wanted people that were a million miles away that didn't want to pay $25 to have it shipped to them. If they wanted to read it and support me, you know, I wanted to make that possible as well.
Yeah, Michael says Dark Heart is another interesting book. Dark Heart. You look tired, Doug.
I am tired. I went to work last night. And I was gonna come home and take a nap, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna come home and get some of this stuff done.
And that's how we do it, man.
Now, see, I got my 15 copies of the 2 issues of Lone Wolf. They're bagged and boarded, so I'm gonna have to start putting them in the stupid Gemini mailers. Which, to me, I'd much rather put stuff in the Gemini mailers than have to bag it and board it. I hate bagging and boarding.
You should be doing both.
No,
Absolutely doing both.
I like to do them all at one time.
No, but what I mean is, like, you know, before you mail them out, they should be in bags and boards and in the Gemini mailer.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I mean, once I get what I'm doing is I'm picking out an order here. Like I've got the one I'm working on now is the 2 issues of number 1. So I bag and board how many I need of those. Once they're bagged and boarded, I get the Gemini mailers and I do that, and then I print those before I start on another order. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then I move on to, like, the next one I'll do is Jeff's art book and Lone Wolf number 1, because there's 20 of those I need to do. So that way I can keep it in order. And one thing I do like about Indiegogo, I don't know if Kickstarter does it or not. Do they allow you to print off a spreadsheet that's got all the information on it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can get in a couple different formats. Usually, you know, most people go with the Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah, that's cool. That makes it way easier than.
Now, for me, I use something different. I kind of put things in a Word document, and you know, I kind of just print out the pages so I know what everyone gets, and I just mark them up. Like Kickstarter has like a spot where you can just check a box when you send out someone's order.
Yeah, Indiegogo has that too.
Right, so that's how I honestly just keep track. If they don't have a check next on the box, I know that that's an order I need to ship out. You know.
Yeah. When I'm downstairs printing labels, what I do is I get the stuff and I print the label. Then I open up the Indiegogo page and check mark that one. Get the next address, print it, check mark that one, and keep going that way. I've got a pretty decent organized setup, but like I said, where I was moving and everything else, everything's just kind of a mess. Once I get moved down there, I've already set up an office space. I've already got everything laid out. So the next time I do this, it's going to be cake. It's going to be a lot easier than what it is now. And I don't know if I'll offer 20 different perks or not next time either. Which I hate to say that. I think that's one reason that I got funded is because I offered so many different things. If I would have just offered the book and a T-shirt, I don't think I'd ever got funded.
Taking care of business.
Well, I think that I might be done with this stuff for now. I'm going to start packing them up in the Geminis, but I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I might take a nap before I do that.
Yeah, I got to shower, get dressed, and go to this dentist appointment anyway.
Well, thanks for stopping by, bud.
Oh, no worries, man. Good luck with everything. You know, sounds like business is booming. So,
and it's doing pretty good for some weirdo in the middle of Tennessee.
Hold on, Doug.
What do you got down there? I can't see it. Oh, you squirrel?
Yeah.
Squirrel girl?
I'm Squirrel Dude.
I'm going to present you to everybody.
Oh, yeah. I meant to talk to you. You can't keep that thing, man.
Why the hell not?
Because it's a wild animal, dude.
It's could go free. I had it out in the front yard yesterday. That's a baby. It's still bottle
flea infested and fucking everything else, man.
No, we treated it. We killed all the fleas and the mites and stuff.
All right, man. You have fun with the squirrels. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, Larry. We'll see
All right.
you.
Peace
All
out.
Squirrel says bye, Larry. You're mean. This thing's awesome though, man. It's really sweet.
That's pretty funny. I was wondering if it was even legal to keep those. You said it's not.
No, technically, but you know, I'm actually not keeping it. I put it in the yard. It could go free. It's just it's a guest. It's a house guest for now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not just gonna throw her out there and leave her to die. That wouldn't be cool. I'll probably set her free, like, you know, when she's able to actually take care of herself. But
Yeah.
for the time being, not so much. But it's really cool to have. Her claws don't hurt at all or anything. But yeah. All right, Doug, I'll let you get some sleep. I just wanted to show you my squirrel.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Well, I'll holler at you after a while if you ain't busy.
No, I'll be at work. I
No,
work
man.
until like 10
But I
o'clock
won't,
tonight.
I won't holler at you then.
Alrighty.
I'll see you later, man.
Later, Doug.